Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 6 of A Broad Talk Show with Noreen. Today we have Miss Pragya Shah. She's the market manager of Kaplan Business School. So welcome here, ma'am.
Thank you, Noreen.
Alright, so I know you've already spent a lot of time with us here at Study Square today, but I'll make sure that your time and effort will not go to waste. So with this interview, so fingers crossed, alright? So shall we get started now?
Of course.
Alright. So, okay, looking at the dynamic business world these days, right? What sets KBS apart from other business schools in the world?
KBS as a business school has many features which is very unique to itself. But if I have to say point, let's say 3,
Okay.
then I would say number 1, no exams.
Oh, wow.
Number 2, no lectures. And number 3, no textbooks.
Oh my God, that sounds like a dream for all the students, right?
Yes, so what we do instead of exams, we do the assignments. We evaluate them based on their class participation, group work, all the efforts that they put in, and all those things. So we just can't evaluate a student based on 3 hours exam paper that they give.
Definitely. Yeah.
So that's what we do. Number 2, we don't do any lectures. Our teaching style is very different. It's a workshop style of teaching.
Oh, okay.
And number 3, there's no textbook. It's all multimedia resources that we share with our students. So it's a very different experience at KBS for students.
Yeah, that sounds very unique. Like till now I've never heard of any, school, university ever teaching without any textbooks, without exams, right? So I think that's a huge plus point, right? For students here.
Of course.
And all right, so coming to the next question. So could you highlight some of the most popular courses or specifically MBA specializations that, most international students are opting for, and what do you think, like what's making these courses more popular among students?
So talking about our MBA courses, our MBA is ranked top 2 most popular MBA in Australia.
Wow.
Yes, so we have 8 specializations in MBA, and student can either do no specialization, they can do 1 specialization, or if they want, they can do up to 2 specialization, and the cost of the course would be same.
Oh, okay.
Whichever way they choose to design their own course. So MBA is there. Another popular courses is business analytics. It's becoming very popular amongst all international students, and it has very high demand as well.
Right.
Apart from that, we have IT as well, which is also very popular. We have 4 specializations in IT, analytics, web and mobile development, cybersecurity, and programming.
All right.
So student can choose any of those, or if they don't want to have a specialization, they can do generic IT as well.
Okay, so very like customizable option.
Very customized, and you can actually customize your own program. We have electives as well. We have MBA electives in IT as well. If they want to do IT courses, blended with business as well. So it's up to them, up to the student how they want to design their course. So it's very interactive.
Right. Yeah, and sounds very practical too, right? Because like when students are studying, it's for not just for getting a degree, but to make a career in a whole new country. So being able to choose your course, being able to customize it sounds perfect to me, right? So all right, so coming to the eligibility requirements. So now I know like every course will have different requirements, but in general, if you could elaborate a bit on that.
Yes, of course. So for Kaplan Business School, you need 2.6 GPA.
All right.
Or 60% to be eligible for offer letter.
All right. Okay.
And for scholarship, you need 2.8 or 65% to be eligible, except for IT courses. For IT, the eligibility requirement is also 2.8.
Okay.
So the difference is 2.6 for other business courses, and for IT 2.8 or 65%.
All right, so I hope you've noted that down, students. All right, and ma'am, what about age limits or any academic gaps?
So for masters, we don't have any age limits. What we have is study gap. So we do not take any gap more than 5 years, even if you have good working experience. So for example, if you want to apply for 2024, then the last graduation date we accept is 2019.
Okay. So, ma'am, as you mentioned about scholarships, so can we know about that as well? Like, how much scholarship do students get? How can they apply for that?
Yes. So for scholarship, we are offering merit-based scholarship. If you have 2.8 or higher, you will be eligible for 10% scholarship.
Okay.
And you have to do nothing more. You just, in the application form, there's a section where you say, where it's written scholarship.
All
You
right.
just have to tick it. That's it. Nothing else.
Okay. As easy as ABC.
Exactly. Everything is very easy and non-complicated at KBS.
yes.
And also, while we're talking about scholarship, let me tell you that we have introduced a very new location, that is Gold Coast.
Oh, wow.
So Kaplan Business School, we have 6 locations now. We used to have 5 locations.
Right.
Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, and Brisbane. So now we've recently added Gold Coast as well.
Yeah.
And as an introductory offer, we are giving all the students who apply before 31st of August 30% scholarship.
Oh, for Gold Coast, right?
For Gold Coast only.
Oh, okay.
But they have to apply before
31st
of
August.
August. Yes.
All right. So, again, note that down, students. Like, you can anyway, like, if you score more than 2.8, you can apply for the 10% scholarship. But if you opt for Gold Coast, so you can avail 30%. So that's a steal, right?
Exactly.
And knowing that the courses are so like future-proof courses, very industry-focused courses. So I think, going for the 30% scholarship should be the aim, right? So, all right, ma'am. So, like, already I know the teaching style is very practical, right? So sounds fun to me, right? So other than that, other than academics, what all other like extracurricular activities can students look forward to at KBS?
We have student sport center at KBS, where we have different kind of activities, which is some of them are very common to other universities as well.
Right.
But there are some activities which are very different and very unique to KBS itself. Like at KBS, we give all our students an app called a Sonder app. So it's an app, a 24/7 app for safety and well-being.
Oh, okay.
So it's a paid app, but all our students will get it for free.
Oh, nice.
And that app is very useful when you are, let's say, when you are going out at night, when you are having a party, and you are coming out at 2 a.m. in the morning, and you don't feel safe. You can just call Sonder and someone will be there to assist you.
Oh, that's perfect.
Or for example, you are somewhere driving and you're stuck somewhere on the road, something happens to your car. Then also you can just call Sonder and someone will be there to help you. So basically it's a 24/7 assistant for you at any time, 24/7. So very
ensuring student safety.
Exactly.
That's great, because like when we think about international students, the biggest concern is safety, right, for their parents, especially Nepalese parents, right? They'll be very worried about sending their students to a different country, and it's a different culture too, right? So knowing that such an app is there, I think it's a huge relief to the families as well, right?
Exactly, it is.
So yeah, that's wonderful. Now, other than that, like, how does KBS support students when it comes to internships, job opportunities? Are there any opportunities on campus? Like, how does it work?
So at KBS, internship is part of our program. It's a credit-bearing program, and all our students can choose internship as the electives.
Okay.
So when they choose internship as the elective, we will help them find the internship from our network of business and industries. So we have over 13,000 industries network, and we will help all our students to get internship in those. And the internship would be as per their courses and specialization as well.
Oh, right.
And one interesting data for you is that out of 5 students who go into internship, 3 would get a paid full-time job there.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Yes.
So like more than 50% of the students are very successful in finding employability.
And that's because our students are very much practically focused. Like as you mentioned, our teaching quality, I've also touched a bit. Let me elaborate what we do in our class.
Yeah.
See, we don't have any lectures, right? So then what do we do?
Yeah.
What we do is we do only 10 minutes teaching.
Okay.
So our lecturers are not allowed to talk for more than 10 minutes.
All right.
So whatever they talk in that 10 minutes, it has to be followed by an activity. it could be group work, it
Uh-huh.
could be case studies, it could be discussion, it could be anything, but it has to be the activity that's followed by the teaching. So it's like 10 minutes activity, 10 minutes activity. So very involved, very workshop.
interactive.
Exactly.
Wow, that
So
sounds
students know what they're
amazing.
doing.
Yeah, exactly. And like sometimes like the lectures are so long we don't even understand, right?
Exactly.
So it's really good that there are the short lectures and then they're followed by activities which can really make the students understand what they're studying, right? So I think that's a wonderful initiative. Other universities, take note, please. So, all right. So, speaking of employability, roughly what would be the median income of a KBS graduate?
So KBS graduate overall, if we talk about all the courses, the median salary is 74,000,
Wow.
which is way higher than the national average. And for our MBA graduates, they are earning 20% more than the industry.
Oh, okay.
So our KBS graduates are very much in demand in the Australian market.
Yeah, I mean the statistics, they speak volumes about the quality of teaching that KBS offers and the quality of students that graduate from KBS, right?
Yes.
All right. So, okay, ma'am. So, can you give us some insights about the student community? Are there any like student clubs, organizations, anything specific for maybe South Asian students?
There are so many clubs. Students, they create their own clubs.
Oh,
if they're interested in something, they'll make 5 or more students and they can create their club.
Oh, they can be their own president.
They can be their own president.
Okay.
So it's very interactive. Students do their own clubs. Different communities have different clubs. And if they're interested in something, they just come together and create clubs. So creating clubs is something which is it's out there. And then apart from that, they are like our student support team would help them, will go out of their way to help them if they need any kind of support and help as well. We were also winner of student support in 2022, the Pioneer Awards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was during the pandemic, we helped our students a lot. So based on that, we won in 2022, we won this award. So very prestigious award, award, and we got that for student support. Now talking about awards, let me tell you that we were the winner of Business School of the Year award in 2023 for Pioneer, which is a very prestigious award, and we're very proud of it.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations on both the awards. And I have no questions on how they even ended up winning the award. Like definitely whatever ma'am has told us, it's testimony to their win, right? So yeah, now moving on. So ma'am, could you tell us a bit about accommodation? Like, are there any services that KBS offers which can help students find their accommodation around the campus? So how is it? How is that like?
So KBS, we don't provide accommodation, but we can definitely help students find accommodation.
Right.
So we have that service at our student center.
Okay.
So they can come to our student support center and they can get all the help they need.
Yeah. I see the student support center is very, gives a very holistic kind of help, like in any aspect, right?
Of course. So if you come to KBS, you will not see a receptionist. You will say SEO. You will see SEO, and that is Student Experience Officer.
Okay.
So when you go and first meet our team member at KBS, you will be meeting Student Experience Officers, and they are responsible for your experience. So they will go out of their way to help you.
That's wonderful. Seriously, like I don't think anyone like watching our video right now, your families, your parents, they should be stress-free about safety and security,
definitely.
about your well-being, right? So KBS is really going that extra mile to ensure you are safe and very included in a new country.
Very included.
Okay. So speaking of lifestyle now, like what can KBS students expect like when it comes to, now I know there are like multiple campuses, right? So it's difficult to summarize, but if you could kind of, so how is the lifestyle like maybe how is it different from how we are living in Nepal, right? So how is that different? What can students expect? What's the first thing they might have to do when they reach there?
Yes, so first thing they have to do is get a SIM.
Yeah, definitely.
Get a phone call to stay connected to the world nowadays. But yeah, definitely the lifestyle is very different from what it is in Nepal, and for that matter, from South Asia as well.
Countries, yeah.
So the lifestyle there is not laid back as here.
Okay.
So you have to be very proactive. When you go there, first you have to enroll in the classes, and you have to be present there. We need at least 80% of your attendance. But then apart from that, the lifestyle is very fast moving. And if you are not hardworking or not strong headed, then you might lag behind. So when you go to any country, any abroad study for that matter, you have to make sure that you have to really work hard. You have to give your best, and you have to think forward.
Yeah, definitely.
So life won't be as easy as it is here.
Yeah, definitely. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, so it might get difficult, but nevertheless, KBS support center is there.
Yeah, of course we're there, and it's at the end the fruit is really tasty from KBS.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
really enjoy the fruit after all the levels. And KBS will help you in all the steps. As let me give you an example.
Yeah.
In the class we have something called early intervention.
Okay.
That is like if some student is not understanding or lagging behind, or they're not submitting their assignment, or they're feeling difficult to cope up or catch up with the course, within the first 3 weeks, the lecturer would point that student out to our academic support team.
Okay.
And that student will be given extra support, like one-on-one tutoring.
Oh, wow.
One-on-one consultation, tutoring from KBS graduates, and other supports. So this will make sure that that student will give the push, so that they will level up with other students as well. So the passing rate of KBS is more than 95%.
Wow.
It's very difficult to fail with KBS. If you really want to fail, then you fail, right? But otherwise, it's very difficult to fail at KBS because there's no exam. You're based on assignments, and you actually understand what you're learning because of that 10-minute rule. It's a very practical way of learning.
True.
So it's when you do something, then you learn more, right? Rather than reading, when you're practicing something, then you understand better. And you can question, if you don't understand, you can question right away to your professor, to lecturers. So that way, it's very good way of for student to understand. We don't want just student to get a degree. We want student to understand what they're doing and to be able to implement what they're doing in their career in future. And our assignments are also very much work focused.
Oh, okay.
So the assignment that we give, you can easily get reference from that assignment in your future career as well.
Wow, sounds perfect to me. Like, I don't see why any student wouldn't, apply to KBS. And okay, so ma'am, we are almost coming towards the end of the interview. So let's talk about PSW. So again, like covering the 6 campuses, 6 locations. If you could, elaborate on that a bit.
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, we have 6 campuses. So out of 6, 3 are city campuses. Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, these are city campuses.
Okay.
So if you graduate from here, you will get 2 years post-study work.
Right.
And we have remaining 3, Adelaide, Gold Coast and Perth as a regional campuses. So if you graduate from here, you will get 3 years post-study work.
Okay. So it sounds lovely to me. All right. So now let's again, we are almost towards the end of the interview. So let's switch things up a bit, ma'am. All right. So let's have a quick rapid fire round.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
So let's get started. So your first question, all right?
Okay.
Your favorite campus location?
It would be Gold Coast.
Oh, okay. Gold Coast,
Yes.
the new location.
The new location, and if you go out in the terrace, you will actually see beautiful beach of Gold Coast.
Wow.
It's very beautiful.
Wow. Who wouldn't want to go there, students? Like, just apply already before August 31st, right?
For 30% scholarship.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
for 30%.
it will be 10%.
Right. All right. Next question. One must-attend event in the university.
Your graduation.
Yeah, pretty obvious. No-brainer. Okay, so one biggest advantage for KBS alumni.
They get lifetime learning guarantee.
Oh, okay.
So what is it is, if you are an alumni of KBS, you will get free access to the online course for a lifetime.
Oh, okay.
And free career coaching as well for lifetime.
Oh,
so for example, if you've already graduated, let's take an example of an IT student.
Right.
So in IT, every 6 months, new technology is coming.
Indefinitely. You get outdated very fast.
Exactly. You get outdated very fast.
Yeah.
And let's say the student is struggling now, something new has come in his work and he's struggling. So he can contact our KBS team and just let them know that he's interested in enrolling in the course again. So you can easily get full access, free access to that course, and it is free of cost.
Wow, that's amazing. Again, another very unique point that I've never heard in any other institutions. So there you have it. Like, you not only get so many advantages while you're studying, but also after you've graduated, which is crazy. All right. So next question. One place to get all sorts of Nepalese or South Asian groceries, food items, etc.
Rice, spice, rice.
Oh, damn. Okay, so if you're Nepalese and you're, anywhere on the internet, Instagram, YouTube, so I'm pretty sure you already know about that, right? Okay, so last question for you, ma'am. 3 words to describe student life at Kaplan.
No exam pressure.
Wow, there you have it. Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am. It was a pleasure interviewing you. You're so much fun to be with. And not only that, but you have also shed light upon a lot of different aspects of KBS. So I'm pretty sure all the viewers, they're going to find this particular interview very, very helpful, right? And to all the students watching, also according to what ma'am said, since KBS is so practical, right, when it comes to teaching, so just remember that when it comes to your academics, just education, just reading, writing, that is it's not limited to that. What builds you is your experiences, right? And your experiences and the opportunities, that's what shapes you as an individual, and that's what's going to get you further in life. So I think KBS truly stands true to that. And before we wrap up, ma'am, would you like to share some more pearls of wisdom for our students?
So students, as you've known, KBS is very unique. Our business school courses are very different. The way we teach is very different, and you will surely get the worth of your money when you come to KBS. And I forgot to mention as well, our fees are also you can check in our website. All our fees are there, all our courses are there. Our website is very user friendly. Our website is kbs.edu.au. So please go there and visit and do research. And I would also like to thank Noreen for this opportunity.
My pleasure.
For giving me a chance to talk about KBS and let the student know about KBS. And I would also like to thank Study Square for inviting me here.
Oh, the pleasure is all ours.
Yes. Student, please come to Study Square if you want to apply to
definitely.
Kaplan Business School. Thank you. Thank you, Noreen.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So there you have it, Australia aspirants. KBS is your launchpad to a bright future in a whole new country. And in case you have any more queries about KBS or Australia in general, do mention them in the comments below, or you can DM us anytime you want. We'll get back to you ASAP. And other than that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll be back with more such educational videos, and with just like with ma'am, we hope we can have more fun interviews for you guys to watch. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon next time.
Bye.